Alright then. Time for a new colony, peeps. Once again, chat has decided we're going to be going with Lost Tribe. Let's jump into it once more. We're going to be going with Randy Random. Losing is fun. We will have reload anytime mode, just so that if there are bugs or anything like that, we can use that to get around them a little bit. Though quite often, by the time you've realised that there's a bug there, it's a bit too late. You may have already saved over your save file, but you know, we'll roll with it. But as can be assumed from the fact that we didn't restart the last colony, no matter how bad it got, we are playing on Bronze Man. So for all intents and purposes, this is Iron Man, but with the safety net for bugs and glitches. Seed, no. Partridge, innards. What? Oh, 1 to 1,000. I was like, how can I have a global coverage of 1,100%? This doesn't seem right. Overall, I just don't know. Honest Man is another way of putting it. Leafing, yeah. I usually go with Bronze Man, though. Hey, Mighty Luftwaffles. How you doing? Okay. We're going to go with the seed innards. Hopefully, this doesn't go awful for us. Here's the mods, once again, for anyone who's interested. Quite a lot of them. Innard seems like such a great name. I know, right? Let's just hope that it isn't an omen, though. That someone doesn't come along and try to turn the innards of our colonists into the outards of our colonists. See you later, Mighty Luftwaffles. Have a good night, mate. Alright, we've got Wasp Claw Sea. Okay, I'm just going to say right now, I don't think we're going to find any body of water that's going to be able to beat the Wasp Claw Sea. The Washador Ocean, no. The Black Hill Expanse, no. Just no. Blue Ure, Tedlior Sea, the Still Toxo, no. It's going to be Wasp Claw Sea. I'm executive decisioning that one. We can't pass up on the Wasp Claw Sea. So, what remains then is to find a place nearby. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do first... let's say... we could build on an island, but I'm not super interested in that. I mean, we could do, but this island's a little bit boring. I'm going to say that was a tiny bit boring. The Blue Mountains. Honestly, if it was the Misty Mountains, I might have launched into song. The Black Wasp Hills, next to the Wasp Claw Sea. Once again, I'm not actually sure that we can possibly beat this. It would be tundra, so it would be a rough start, but maybe. What do you think, chat? More towards the equator? Slightly warmer? Or more towards the poles? I could look for the triumvirate of stone. Sure, okay. Let's look for granite, marble, and slate. I don't really care about these at all. I would like caves, but I'm not going to go for it right now. Okay, filter tiles. Please see world info. No biome and no terrain selected for planet coverage over this. Okay, fair enough. Biome. Well, let's go with tundra, and we'll see how it goes. I would like large hills. Filter tiles. Did we find any? We did. Are any of them in the Wasp Claw Sea? I don't know. No, there. Are there any others? Or rather near the Wasp Claw Sea, I should say. Nope. I want the Black Wasp Hills. No, fair sure not. Where are you? A little bit away from the Black Wasp Hills, really. Nope, still a little bit too far from them. Oh. Oh. Somewhat close. Alright. Remember that one, chat. This one's even closer, though this one is technically in the Luaror Mountains. Let's keep going, see if we can't get one that's perfectly in the Black Wasp Hills. There we go. I would say that is Black Wasp Hills. That being said, might really want it to be there, but... That was pretty close. Number 22. If we can get one in there, then it's going to be perfect for us. Way too far south. Come on. No, I don't think we're going to get closer, really. No. Sad, but true. I think this was the closest we were going to get, really, to the Black Wasp Hills. Uh, 22 was the best by your reckoning. Well, I guess, yeah, either one, really. Either one was pretty good. 22 and 23 the closest. Now let's actually have a look at the terrain then. Growing period never. Animals can graze now. Yes, but no. But yes, but no. Or this one where... This one gets more snow. Slightly lower temperature. Slightly higher up too. Movement difficulty is a little bit worse. Both of them have got caves, though. Alright. So, we are a tribe that live in the Black Wasp Hills next to the Wasp Claw Sea. And our previous home was set upon by the blood machine sent by the gods. I see. Wrath, thank you very much for the 3 months, mate. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Well, you see, they might be blood machine wasps, or the gods could have decided that the only way of dealing with a clan of people that may or may not worship wasps is to literally send forth the blood machines and wipe them all out. We've all seen those memes of, I found wasps nesting on the side of my house. Burn the house down. That's kind of what happened. Right, okay. We're setting up here. These mostly frozen plains bear almost no trees and little vegetation. There are a few small animals interspersed with large herds of migratory grazers and their predators. It's going to be a rough start. Tundra means that as a tribe, this is going to be ultra hard for us, actually, because we're not going to have technology to be able to get any means of growing. So we're going to rely heavily on hunting. Getting to the point that we can make a grow lamp and actually have electricity to have an indoors grow area is going to be hard. But this is, I think this is where we're going to have to go. I mean, it was pretty much decided for us, really. Alright, so to recap, we are a tribe of people who, maybe we didn't specifically worship wasps, but there was definitely a wasp aspect to our animus. And as a consequence, the gods sent the blood machines to wipe us out. And the wasps. They failed in at least one of these two jobs. Because we are still here. Our wasp shamans have escaped. I think we're good. So, once again, maybe I will remember, maybe I won't. It depends on if I'm feeling like a benevolent princess or not. But, hopefully I will remember to cut out the very long time clicking random so that we could find our perfect 5 tribespeople. But as a quick rundown, we've got Salakin, the Firekeeper Wasp Shaman. I almost said Muffalo, but it is not. It is spelt this way, but it is pronounced Wasp. Salakin the Wasp Shaman, who is lazy and kind. Leafin, the Crash Baby Carver, Sky Child, who is psychically hypersensitive, a wimp, and a teetotaler. You have Styx, the Cave Child. Literally, you've got Leafin the Carver, who fell from the sky, and Styx the Carver, who rose up from the earth, who's an undergrounder, but a little bit abrasive. Colette, who is a tribe child and a half-tender, an undergrounder, teetotaler, ascetic. They are our cave monk. And Belial, the herder logger, with a great memory for how delicious people are, and how happy he is to live in such free and wondrous times that he knows how delicious people are. Ah, good times. And this is our wasp clan. Now, we've got a decent spread of skills. Plants, it's going to be great when we can finally get to it, but, you know, for now, not too super useful. Yeah, a lot of you are gonna get old very quickly. You're gonna get very, very old very, very quickly. Also, hey yo, funny man, how you doing, mate? And Tina Chan, thank you very much for the 3 months. 3rd month, 2nd best month. Does Bilal have a passion for medical? So he can treat the injured properly or make sure the meat stays fresh until the end? Well, I mean, both. Why not both? I think both, yeah. Time for us to begin. So, from the burning carcass of the last colony, we now launch on a very different adventure. One that starts not in the lofty, high-tech spaceships high above the planet, but instead a wounded clan fractured by the blood machine sent by the gods to purge the wasps. We live in the Black Wasp Mountains, just beyond the Wasp Claw Sea. Honestly, the names are amazing. And thank you very much, Funny Man, for 77 months. I seem to be 1 7 short of the jackpot, but I'm otherwise, well, I'm very glad to hear that. We have very many extremely long time subs in chat tonight. The gods were very angry. The blood machines came at night. They swept through your village, cutting and burning your people with their blades and devil fire. Only a few of you escaped. Now, after a harrowing journey, with no friends to turn to, for the wasps were all put to the flame, you must build a new home in the wilderness, like your ancestors did, and make it the perfect hive for your wasps to move in and begin protecting our people as they always have, only feasting on a few of them. Only when necessary. It's a fair trade. They use a couple of us to, lay their larvae in. And they eat all our enemies. It's a great honor to be chosen to be a birthing sac for the wasp larvae. Altorius, thank you very much for the 12 months, a whole year. I just want to say thanks, guys, for everything. You guys have been here for some pretty bad days and some really good days. Stay amazing, everyone, and thank you, Aavak, for creating such an amazing community. Oh, well, what a lovely thing to say. Diolch yn fawr, mate. Aavak, how big are these space wasps? Really big. Like, at least as big as us. At least. Probably bigger. Alright. We've got the Holy Trinity of rock, but not actually that much rock. We've got a decent amount of marble, actually. Bit of granite over there. We have got a cave. Oh, look! Friends! I mean, they're not wasp friends, but they're close. This is good. Marvellous. What an auspicious start. We've also got mostly a room down there with some gold on the side. And some rich soil really close by. Okay. We've also got a little tunnel over there. Nothing living in it yet. But the anima tree is right there. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got another potential room just over here, right next to a steam geyser. That might be very useful for keeping our temperatures up early in the game. Have we got any other obvious ones? No, I don't think so. Are there any other steam geysers around? One over there. No, it doesn't look like... Oh, we've got one down here as well. Two down here. 3. Alright. That is a better area to have for farming. The temperature is a pretty chilly -1. Okay. And no really obvious place to set up, but if we were to start over here, we've got an easier time to block this off and require that any attackers have to move through here. Now, the sad part about this hive, it won't expand. The good part about this hive is early raids are going to meet a pretty swift end. Also, it'll produce a little bit of extra food for us. But we won't have any grow areas nearby, but that's fine, because initially I doubt that we're going to really be focusing on that. Okay, let's set up the work orders first. As always, firefight. Well, actually, let's not set up someone who isn't a doctor first. So, first patient, bed rest, basic. And then from that point on, everything else is whatever. Crafting can have a 4. Okay, copy and paste. So everyone, and then we'll adjust. Right. 5, 6, 6. Yours will be 1s. Yours will be a 2. But you will take bed rest first. Next up, let's set up our researcher, which is going to be Leafin. That is going to be one of your primary jobs. You're also going to be a fairly important crafter, frankly. It's a bit of a shame because you're going to have a lot of jobs, but I would rather this to be a 3. It pains me, but it's what we're going to be going with. This can be a 3. Because I would rather you only do research if Leafin isn't doing it. Art. I'm going to put on a 3. In fact, all of these are going to be 3s for Leafin. I want you to research first, but if there's no research to be done, or if perhaps Styx has taken over the research bench, then you can do a couple of other things. You are generally really good at them, but I just don't want you to be doing that above research. Styx, getting mining done, then art is fine. I'm going to give you a 3 on construction. Belial will have a 3. Colette will have a 4 because you're really bad at it, so you're going to be a lot slower with it when the time comes, but still. We'll have 3s there. Almost everyone else will do mining at the 3. Except if you're really bad at it already and it'll be a 4. But everyone is going to do mining to some degree. In fact, if you're not bad at crafting, I'll put it on a 3 as well. As for cooking, Colette, you're pretty much the only person I want cooking if I can have my way. Belial, however, you will do some cooking if need be. Handling. I mean, Leafin can do it as a 3. If there's no research to do, well, you'll be the chief. Yeah, you'll take care of the animals first and then go off to do research. Colette will do it on a 3. Wardening. Colette, I would really like you. I would normally put that as a 4 because you're so bad at it naturally. Much like Styx. But I'll give it to a 3 because you've got a double passion. But, Salokin, you will take care of wardening when you can. Otherwise, you're just going to be focusing on crafting, mining, or hauling and cleaning. Now, let's just make sure that everyone has got at least one primary job. Leafin's is research, but also taking care of animals. Colette's is cooking, with actually quite a spread of tertiary jobs, actually. Salokin, your primary job is dealing with wardening. Actually, Colette and Belial are also primary medics, with Leafin as a secondary medic. Belial's primary job is plant cutting. They will do some cooking and will do construction otherwise, but they won't do too much in the way of crafting, just because they're quite slow at it. They will help out a little bit with mining as well. Styx, your primary job is as a miner and an artist. Okay, there we go. I think that should work out okay. Also, who dat? Kirk Maximus, thank you very much for the 100 bits. And Hometown Rev, diolch yn fawr iawn for the 2 months. Thanks for another great series. Glad I can sub again. Oh, thank you, mate. Thank you very, very much indeed. Also, I need to mark off these names, don't I? And on that note, I also need to check what pets have we got. A Labrador Retriever, a Husky, and a Ferret. Ah, marvellous. And they're bonded to different people. Okay, I'm going to unpause name redemption for one name, because we need it for a pet. Okay, Oak is already in there. Wow, you only just showed up to the stream. There we are. Okay, well, we're going to work down. We've got Athena. I can't... No, I'm going to use the names from chat, but I'm so tempted. I'm going to be honest. I'm so tempted. Add a duck. There you go, mate. Next up, we have got Marshmallow the Husky. We have, in fact, not got Marshmallow. We've got Fen. And finally, we have got Oak. There we are. Now, Oak can be trained to attack, cannot be trained to haul, which is quite literally not true. Anyone who's had ferrets understands that what their body size does not allow them to haul is compensated by their raw tenacity to haul it. They will haul whatever the hell they want to. They've just got to want it enough. But where there is a will, there is a way. They are the embodiment of the ant and the rubber tree plant. Truly. Now, I'm not... Well, actually, you're all trained to guard. So, yeah, you're going to be all right. But, okay, let's have a quick look, because obviously ferrets are a modded animal. Just for those of you who don't know too much about them. In here, wildness of 35. Training decay interval is 9.9 days. They have got minimum comfortable temperature of minus 35°C. Their hunger rate is 0.13. Diet, raw meat, corpses, animal products, and kibble. Husky, by contrast, has a hunger rate of 0.8. They eat a lot. Huskies eat an enormous amount. They'll eat more than bears do in this game, which is quite interesting. But they can be trained advanced. They can eat most things as well. They're basically omnivores. And the Labrador Retriever, 0.64 on hunger rate. Ahoy there! Just paying my first tutorial round and was wondering how I give prisoners clothing. Prisoners will wear any clothing that's available to them. So what I would suggest, build a shelf. You can just use a regular stockpile, but I suggest build a shelf in their room and then set it to only accept certain items. So, for example, if you want to give them tribal wear, make it only accept tribal wear. That's above, this is my recommendation, that's above 70% durability. Because less than that, and they might wear it down to the point that they get negative moodlets for it. And if they're prisoners and you want to recruit them, you probably want them to be happy. But that's the way that you do it. Just put the items in their room. Any item within their cell is available for them to interact with. You can do exactly the same just with a stockpile on the floor, but that's what I would recommend. Right, okay, time at last for us to get everything hauled up here. This is going to be our house for a little bit. Are there any structures I can tear down nearby? I don't think so. Now, it's going to get cold. We're not going to have much trees on this map, but there are a couple. There's a decent amount of flooring around the place. We've got some giant mushrooms in there, actually. That's quite cool. But right now, we can just use the wood that we've got and then replace it as we have the opportunity to. I think that's probably going to be more important than anything else. So let's do something like this. It's not going to be symmetrical, and that is going to irritate me greatly. But it will be a place we can keep. And that's the important part. I would much prefer to have the doors there, but we'll see what we can do. We're going to need to claim all of this. We'll make a stockpile outside, just a small dumping zone. Doesn't need to be much. Actually, let's make it a little bit larger than that. Clear all. I just want stone chunks in there. We are going to deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. I will... Sure, we'll deconstruct these. I'll replace these with doors. We'll place a wooden door down the bottom. Now, what I would love to do is seal this in and have this warm this room for us. We'll need steel to build a vent, though, because this will pump out an enormous amount of heat. So we're going to want to be able to control it using vents so that it doesn't cook our colonists, pretty much. But I need peeps to move quickly for this one. I'm going to want to set up some storage zones. To begin with, let's just make a nice big storage area. It's not going to be pretty in here to begin with, but I'm going to set this up, clear all, actually allow all, and then just take things off I don't want. You know what, honestly, sure, bring everything in. There we are, peeps. So chop chop, need warm clothes. Yeah, I know, right? Belial, let's get people equipped as well. Melee 11. I think you may actually have the best melee out of anyone. Yes. Salokin has a 10. So I'm going to give Salokin the club. And do that when you're ready. Belial, I would like you to grab the Equa. Colette, you're more or less both, so you can grab the Peeler because it can double as a ranged or close combat weapon. Sticks, you can grab the bow, and Leafin, you can grab the bow as well. Alright. Fear 2, I felt, was a lot harder than 1. Still, a lot of fun though. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. You can keep buildings in the outside the storage area. They won't decay. I realize that is possible, but just understand that what I'm doing here is I'm literally just giving them jobs to bring everything up. They don't have buildings to store. So this is just purely a case of just get everything useful inside. That's all I want you to do. What I would love to do is prevent them from going this way if I could. I would really like it if I could do that. What's this? Turquoise. Okay. Got some gems over there. Nice. Right. Got the beginning of this area set up. We just need these walls finished and we're golden. We also want a wall down here. Now, this isn't the greatest use of our materials, but we do have a decent amount of materials around the map. There we are. Let's get the wall set up. Now, we are going to want an outdoors storage area for food, but we do want it to be a storage area that is limited to only us. So to that end, I'm going to say something like this. However, now if we build shelves, I can just put the food on the shelves and it'll be okay, but it'll be exposed to the temperature outdoors, which should actually give it a longer shelf life than we have indoors. So let's go ahead and build some shelves. Where would shelves be? If indeed I've even got shelves. I don't think I do. Well, dread. Alright. Well, one thing we can do then is mark this area as remove roof, so that this should still make the place effectively be exposed to the elements. And then we'll create a stockpile zone in here. This will be for foods. Oh, actually, did I make that? Yes, I did make that correct. And medicine and drugs. Drugs not really strictly necessary, but we'll see. The main thing is I don't want this to be considered outdoors. I want it to be considered unroofed, but only on here so that it will lose its heat. looks like Tilly is up and about and wants to be let out, so I shall let her out in just a second. There we go. Let's make sure that this area is cold. Yeah, unroofed, but it is considered inside. Good. Right, this place should no longer be storing food, medicines, or drugs. You don't really need to put medicines over there, but it'll do for now. There we are. Let's get all the food in there. I don't mind too much if our animals go over there. For the time being, that's okay. Now, it's technically colder in here than it is outside, but I should imagine that that will change. Let's go ahead and shift these over to the storage location and build a new drawer. We'll do something with the bricks in time, but this initial moment we just want to get some furniture going. Now I don't have the means of making beds, and I don't have any skins to make into sleeping rolls. That does suck, but it is what it is. So instead we'll do... Oh, actually, that doesn't really work out too well. Well, I'll have this many. That's fine. And we'll just place 2 of these closer together in the middle. There you go. That's enough with 1 spare as well. We need warm clothes. That's going to be an important one. As soon as we got that door done. Actually, now I no longer want that to be pulled down. That can stay. Right. Okay, they're starting to take care of everything. Let's make sure that we've got a decent home zone. Don't need a home zone over here. But I would like the home zone down here. That's fine. Alright, now we've got a number of items around the map. We could bring in some food, some items, some heal roots, for example, etc., etc. We don't want to do anything out there, sadly. The main stuff that I would like to hunt is out there, but we're going to have to wait on that one. Right, let's quickly set up a grow zone down here. It's not really there for me to use for anything particular, but just I would like everything down here to be harvested as soon as it's ready. So no sowing, but they can harvest. Any other big clumps of things? Some heal roots and berries there. Any other big clumps of berries or heal root would be useful. Got some heal root over there, got some heal root down here. Now the only problem is they might go through there and annoy our insect friends. Got a clump of heal root and some berries down here as well. Let's pop these down then. There we go. And I would like that. No sowing as well. Alright. I'm terribly sorry to have to step away for a second. But Tilly is letting me know in no uncertain terms that she would like to be let out of it. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Tilly is off getting some breakfast now. I'm watching a vintage story from Voz. Just popped here to use a backseat pass to tell you to hydrate. Thank you very much, mate. I shall do as requested. Growing trees early? Well, it really depends on the sort of temperatures we're going to see. Let's go out and have a look at this area. It can get as hot as around 6C and as cold as -35. The average is going to be Minus 14. Forage ability is 50% for berries. The growing period is pretty much never. It's never going to be warm enough for long enough. Trees are a maybe, though. Because from what I understand, trees do grow a bit differently. I really am not too certain. I really don't know on that one. I guess we could try. Does anyone happen to know? Or can we even grow trees? Do we have that skill? I try to be fairly precise with these. Looks like I missed a little bit there. Maybe a little bit there as well. But, actually, before I go to all this effort, let me just double check. Can I grow trees? I can. Okay. Yeah, we'll pop down a pine tree farm then. One would assume that a pine tree would have no particular difficulty growing out here, but you never can be too certain about that sort of stuff, so we'll see. I will allow them to sow, though, so they're pretty much going to dig everything up that isn't a pine tree, so those berry bushes are probably not long for this world, unfortunately. Well, we'll see how this goes. I really would prefer you not to put out fires in these areas. Let them burn if they're going to. Don't clean them either. Right, okay. Yeah, don't think growing trees is needed. They'll grow on their own. And the low temp means they'll almost never grow. Well, that's the thing. It'll still... Sowing will still give Colette happiness. Additionally, it'll improve their skills. So eventually... sorry, Bilal. Eventually they will be useful for us. But not just yet, I suppose. Let's shrink this down a bit. We don't need that much room. What I would like, though, is a fire pit in here. Pop a little fire bit right there. Can I make a bench? Sorry, a stool. Yes, I can. Perfect. Okay, that's going to be our cooking spot. Initially. We may have to chop down a decent amount of items for that. There we go. Six made a comment about making sandals to Salakin. Okay, we're getting the place set up a bit. Colette is already down here gathering fruit. It's good, good, good. Alright. Now, one problem is that the insect may eventually decide to come and have a bit of a go at us. Let's hope not, but it's hard to know. Right. Delilah's already getting to work on sowing some plants, which is fine. Delilah's quite capable of it. Bilal is also one of the better constructors, though. Oh my good lord. Marlo's Folly, thank you so much for those 20 gift subs. Thank you so much. That is incredibly, incredibly kind of you. I hope that 20 people are going to enjoy the new DAP emotes, which, by the way, do include 3 new emotes, added only today. That was incredibly, incredibly generous of you. Thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. Leafin said something about guilty pleasures to sticks, and Leafin quipped about pets with sticks. Oh no. I hope those were parts of a different conversation, Leafin. I hope there was a pause in the conversation. You started a new topic there. My lord. Leafin. Nope, same convo. Moving on then. Moving on.